Can you all hear me? Yes? Perfect. So welcome everybody. Welcome to Courthouses and welcome to San Antonio. My name is Claudia and today I'm going to be your boat captain and tour guide for the following 30 minutes or so. But before I start talking about this beautiful place, I need to give you some safety rules, okay? The first one will be to please remain seated at all times and keep everything inside this boat. When I say everything, that will include your arms, your head, your children, everything inside the wooden rails, okay? Also, be careful with your cell phones. We have enough in the river already, yeah. Please avoid touching bridges. I don't want you to get hurt along the tour. And no smoking, no vaping, no tobacco, anything similar. Did you know that it's illegal to do those activities along the Riverwalk? Yeah, you can get a $300 fine if the police see you doing one of those activities. If you do it in my boat, those $300 are for me. No, I'm just doing it. Just don't do it, okay? Also, in case you would like to do some comments with your friends or family, maybe translate something, I know I have an accent, it's totally fine. But just please keep it as quietly as possible. In that way, the rest of the group will be able to listen to the tour. And last but not least, in case I decide to play the Titanic today, we have some life jackets here. No, don't worry, I will play that, but we don't have the life jackets underneath the hatch doors in front of us. So those are all the safety rules. Are we all agree with them? Yes? Perfect, so let's start. And I would like to start by asking you a few questions because I like to learn what people think or know about this river, okay? So, whoever says that the river is natural, please raise your hand. Natural, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Who says that the river is man-made? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? And who says that this may be both natural and man-made? Both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And who says that this is not even a river? No, a lot of people say that. Actually, some people sometimes tell me that this looks like a canal or something like that. But believable or not, most of the river is natural. Yeah, most of the river is natural, with some small man-made areas like this one right here. So some of you are right, this river is both. This first man-made area that we're visiting today, for example, starts by that bridge and finished by the mall that we just passed by. That's it. You can see how small it is, right? But passing that bridge, there's another man-made area. We're going to visit 3 in total today. And well, I would like to know also if someone by any chance knows the name of the river. The name? Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. Here on the right side, that is statue. Does someone by any chance know who's him? Okay, I'm going to give you another clue, okay? What's the name of the city? San Antonio. Yeah, that's San Antonio de Padua, or in English, St. Anthony of Padua. Happened that back in 1691, Father Mathonet was traveling through these lands and he decided to stop by the riverbank in order to celebrate the first Catholic Mass that we had in the area. Happened that that day was June 13th, when the Catholic Church celebrates St. Anthony of Padua feast. So just because that day was his feast, the river was named after him. That's simple, yeah, that's simple. That is what the Spaniards used to do. They used to name places after the feast that they were celebrating in the Catholic calendar. Years later, the city got the same name. So this river was named before the city. And why I mentioned most of the river is natural. This river actually originates approximately 4 miles north from here, eventually feeds into the Guadalupe River and flows all the way into the Gulf of Mexico. This river is about 240 miles. Yeah, it's very long. The Riverwalk, only 15 miles, 15. And do you know how many miles are you going to visit today with me in this tour? 2.5. Yeah, only 2.5 of the 15 miles. That means that you have too much to explore after the tour, right? Okay, maybe some of you also are wondering how deep is the river. Be careful. And sit down, please. Sit down, sir. Sit down. There you go. I cannot see where I'm going. I don't want to play the bumper boat. Okay, so most of the river is between 3 to 5 feet deep. That's it, yeah, that's it. Now don't get excited, don't try to swim here. I know it's getting hot, right? But it's illegal to swim here. $500 fine, very expensive. Trust me, it's for your own good. The main reason why we are not allowed to swim here is because the city found big amounts of E. coli bacteria in these rivers. Yeah, a little poop, a little cat in this river. Yeah, don't touch it. Also, we have the snakes. I don't think that you want to deal with them, right? Yeah, some of them are poison, so be careful with them. Yeah, actually, last week, during the weekend, I saw one guy that fell like on that area. He was like struggling, and one of the boat captains told him like, "Sir, calm down, stand up." He stood up. The water was here. That was it. Yeah. Many people fall in this river. Actually, over 300 people fall every year in this river. Overall, during the weekend, some people is thirsty. Now, look here on my left side. Do you get to see behind me that red statue on the street level? Behind me? Yeah. It's supposed to represent two people hugging. You get to see two people hugging there? Yeah? How many margaritas do you have already? No, I'm just joking. You guys really have a lot of imagination. I've been trying for months or a year, I think. I can't. But don't worry if you cannot see it. It's abstract art. We're not supposed to understand that. That statue is called the Torch of Friendship and represents the friendship between Mexico and San Antonio, or Mexico, United States, and Canada. It was made by the Mexican artist Sebastian, and he said that statue can represent also how two different cultures are going to merge into one at some point in this area. So the Torch of Friendship. Yeah, here on the right side you can see another boat, because this is another location where you can start with these tours. Actually, you can start with these tours in 3 different points along the Riverwalk. Same company, same tours, just different locations. And this one is really close to a very special place. All the area in front of the boat passing this bridge is La Villita. La Villita means a little village. Don't worry, I'm here to translate. La Villita is special because it's the place where San Antonio had its first neighborhood. Back in 1700s, the Spanish soldiers settled on that area in order to protect the mission San Antonio de Valero, but probably most of you know as the Alamo. A reminder to remain seated, please, sir. Sit down, please. Remember, you have to remain seated at all times because you block my line of view in order to don't crash. Yeah, you can see now at La Villita we have different restaurants, we have different art galleries, shops, and more. So I recommend you to visit it. Also, we are right now in the middle of a theater. Look on the left side of the boat, this is where the audience go. And here on the right side, we have also the stage. On that stage, on the right side, you're going to find also 5 bells that represent the 5 taco bells in San Antonio. Yes. No, I'm just joking. They don't represent the taco bells. Don't pay attention, that's good. No, they represent the 5 missions that we have here in San Antonio. Have you been in the missions already? No? Well, I recommend you to visit them. They are heritage of the nation, totally free. That's the best part. There are 5 of them. One of them is the Alamo. But if you don't have to go to all of them, I recommend you to go at least to San Jose. San Jose is the largest one, and it's going to give you a better idea how these missions used to work back in the 1700s. Okay, now, I don't know if that theater that we just passed by looks familiar for you. Have you ever seen the movie Miss Congeniality? Yes? Some of the scenes of the movie were there. Like, for example, the Batsuit contest, or where Miss Rhode Island said that the perfect date would be on April 25th. Yeah, that's the place. That's the Anderson River Theater, and it's still having different concerts, different events, even weddings sometimes. Here on the right side, you're going to find another place that I recommend you to visit. It's the Briscoe Western Art Museum. It was inaugurated back in 2013. However, that building is older than that. That building used to be the public library here in San Antonio between 1930 to 1968. In case case you would like to go to the museum, it's open from Wednesdays through Monday. Well, now we are going to pass through one of the most dangerous bridges along the Riverwalk. Remember to remain seated and do not touch it, please, because this is the sharp one. Yeah, a lot of people already got hurt on that one. And maybe some of you are going to have a haircut on the left side, but don't worry, no extra charge. No, I'm just joking. If you remain seated, you're going to be fine. This is one of the 4 surviving iron bridges that were built back in 1890s. This is the oldest bridge that we are going to find today in this tour. And coming up on the right side of the boat, we're going to find a little island. If you cannot see the island here, you have my permission to stand up. You have 5 seconds to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, and 5. Okay, that's it. Okay, that little island on the right side is very special. That's the place where Father Massanet celebrated the first Catholic Mass. So he named the river from that little island. People continue using that little island for worship. And actually the legend says that since Mexican Revolution, couples start getting married there. Nowadays, of course, people continue with this tradition. And we have approximately 300 weddings every year on that small island. 300 weddings and also a lot of people propose. There. I don't know if someone needs to hear that in my voice, right? Just in case. So the marriage island finally is very special because it's a natural heart-shaped island that was formed by the roots of the cypress tree that you could find on it. So I recommend you to go back later and look around. You're going to see the shape. And well, since we already saw the marriage island, would you like to see also the divorce island? No, don't worry, we don't have a divorce island, but look in front of the boat, passing the bridge, that huge red building is the largest and oldest continuously operated courthouse in Texas. The Bexar County Courthouse from 1897. And they have a museum nowadays there. I recommend you to visit it. It's totally free. That's the best part. And you can learn more about this county. Also pay attention to my left side. But pay attention to the very top of that building. You get to see those gargoyles coming out? The very top of the tower? Yeah? If you already saw them, pay attention here to the street level and look on top of the first floor. You get to see those ugly faces there? Yeah? Well, the first owners of that building, the Smith brothers, were very superstitious, and they thought that by putting those gargoyles and grotesque faces, they were going to be able to ward off all evil spirits among business. Guess what? They didn't work. They didn't work, of course. The Smith brothers went to bankrupt. Yeah, unfortunately for them, that building was inaugurated right before the stock market crash back in 1929. Yeah, that's why they couldn't continue business. And they had to sell that building that cost them $3 million for only $8,000. Really sad, right? Yeah, nowadays that building, of course, is worth over $10 million, and its name is Tower Life Building because we have a life insurance company operating there. Also look here on the right side, you're going to find one of our marinas, and on top also we have the International Center. You're going to find the trade offices of Canada, Mexico, and United States on that building. Thank you. So I was waiting for him to wave me because we are about to enter into a two-way traffic area, and trust me, we don't want accidents in this area. Yeah? This is the third and last man-made area that we are going to visit today, and it's the deepest part of the river. And I know, I told you most of the river is just between 3 to 5 feet deep, but this area is an exception. This area is between 15 to 20 feet deep. Yeah? It's very deep because it's part of the flood control system. It was created after a major flood that San Antonio had in 1921. The water went approximately 9 feet or 3 meters above of the street level. Yeah, above of it. 50 people died during the flood. We had a lot of damage here in the city. For that reason was created this flood control system that little by little was improved by little. That's why nowadays, most of the time, the water remains at the same level even after a strong rain or a storm. So we have different floodgates. We have a 50-feet drop going to the opposite side as well. That's why I never go to that side. Now, look here on my right side, you're going to find what used to be the Alamo Bank in 1929. Nowadays, it's the Drury Plaza Hotel. The little bridge on top of you was a gift that the owner of that hotel gave to the city in order to link the river loop with the main plaza that is going to the left side of the boat. The main plaza is another point of interest that I recommend you to visit. You're going to find there the Bexar County Courthouse, and also tonight I recommend you to go because there will be a beautiful light show. Totally free, that's the best part, right? Totally free, it's called the Saga, and it's going to be in front of the oldest church in Texas, San Fernando Cathedral from 1731. What time is that? Well, you can go to the show at 9 or 9:30 p.m. tonight or tomorrow night as well. Also looking from up us, we have a huge cypress tree. Back in 1835, during the Texas Revolution, a Mexican sniper was hidden on that tree, and from there he shot Benjamin Milan. But Benjamin Milan was approximately 2 blocks away from here. That means that tree must have been tall back then in order to kill someone that far, right? That tree is over 200 years old. Some people say between 300 to 500 years old. What we know is that it is the oldest tree along the riverbank. And nowadays we call it the Ben Milan tree. Okay, this is vlog day number 3. We are back to the natural course of the river. On my right side, we have the Husband Oasis Bar. I just mentioned the name because I know that those places call some of your attention, but I don't have history about it, sorry. They just opened 2 years ago, that's why. But let me show you the oldest bar along the Riverwalk. It's going to be here on the right side of the boat, and it's called the Esquire Tavern. That bar was inaugurated in 1933 to celebrate the end of Prohibition. But the rumors say that during Prohibition, the owners used to have a barber shop there. And people used to be very happy, of course, with their haircut. Also, really quick, pay attention to my left side. You get to see those chandeliers inside of the hotel. And behind me, you can see behind me. Yeah? Well, back in 1921, when we had the flood, that building was the CPS Electric building. And to give you an idea how serious was the flood, the water covered those chandeliers. Yeah. Also during that flood, the second oldest church in this area collapsed. So look here on the left side of the boat, you're going to find the building that replaced it, but it's still St. Mary's Church since 1853. And they opened with a boarding school for boys next to it, where nowadays we have lemons and hotels. Also look here on the right side of the boat. You see all those people there? This way, this way. We call them tourists. Yes. Tourists in the catch-all No, I'm just joking. This is the third location where you can start with these tours. I'm waiting also to start with one of our boat tours. And it's by the Aztec Theater from 1926. Okay, before I continue, I have a question. Do we have any Selena fans by any chance here in this boat? Selena Quintanilla Perez, or does that name sounds familiar for you? Selena, yeah, you know Selena, there you go. She sings like, bidi bidi bum bum. Amor prohibido, murmura por las calles. No? Okay. She was a very famous Texan musician. She was a singer from Corpus Christi, and she was murdered when she was only 23 years old. So, years later, her family decided to release this movie, in honor of her. This movie that was called Selena talks about her career and also her life. And in one of the scenes of that movie, you could see that bridge. That's why that bridge became as famous as Jennifer Lopez, who was the person who started the movie. Yeah, Jennifer Lopez before that was that one I will say, right? So people here, so she became famous with that movie. And that bridge as well. But don't feel surprised if you cannot see Selena's name there, because the real name of that bridge is Robert Hatton, okay? Robert Hatton, the person who created the Riverwalk, yeah, the father of the Riverwalk. Now, pay attention to my left side. And look up. 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 Up, 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 That's a very flat wall, right? And it looks like a Prince Andrew doll, isn't it? Yeah. That building used to be the Nick's Hospital from 1930. And it was one of the first air-conditioned hospitals in the nation. I don't know if that the name Carol Burnett sounds familiar for any of you. Carol Burnett, a very famous comedian and actor. Yeah, she was born in that hospital. Yeah, she was born there 90 years ago. Unfortunately, the hospital was closed in 2019, and now the beautiful building is empty. No, nothing in there. If you know someone that wants to open business here in San Antonio, that's a very good location, right? Yeah, hopefully they open something soon. Also, in front of the boat, we're going to find the Hyatt Regency Hotel. In its lobby, you're going to find a passage that links the Riverwalk with the Alamo Plaza. That means that you can go straight to the Alamo Bridge. It's called the Shops of Paseo del Alamo. It's like beautiful waterways that represent the aqueducts built by the Spaniards in the 1700s. I'm going to remain in silence here for this kind of enjoy of the music.
നല്ല ഫുഡാണ് ഇവിടെ ഈ ഭാഗത്ത്.
They have good live music every evening in that area, just to let you know. And looking up now on the right side of the boat, we're going to find the Casino Club building. But don't get excited, it's not a casino, just the name. Just the name. That building was inaugurated back in 1927 and used to be a social place for the German community, a social gathering place for the German community when it was open. Nowadays, you're going to find a restaurant and apartment there. And would you believe me if I tell you that the rent of one bed, one bath in that building is just between $700 to $800 a month? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Super cheap, right? I know. So why I'm not living there? Because you have to wait 15 years to get the apartment. That's a long wait list, right? I'm gonna buy a house before yeah, but many people who are living already right there, right? Imagine to come downstairs and find this beautiful place. Many options of food here. Mexican food, Tex-Mex, Mexican grill, Japanese Mexican food, Chinese Mexican food, Mexican food. Did I mention the Mexican food already? No, I'm just joking. You have many options here in this area. But let me tell you that this Riverwalk wasn't always like this. Look on the right side of the boat, where nowadays we have the Republic of Texas restaurant. That's the place where Robert Hackman, the father of the Riverwalk, decided to set up his office back in 1941 after he inaugurated this beautiful place in order to prove people that it was safe to be here. At the beginning, no one wanted to come to the Riverwalk. People continued scared about the flood that San Antonio had in the past. And of course, after that one in 1921, who wouldn't, right? Unfortunately for Robert Hackman, he had to wait 5 years to finally see their first business opening. 5 years. All the area on the right side of the boat is Casa Rio. Casa means house, Rio means river. Casa Rio. So in 1946, the first restaurant that we had here on the Riverwalk, and the only one also for many years. Because most of businesses are opening here on the Riverwalk in 1968 or after that, over 20 years later. And look, for example, in front of the boat, that huge hotel, Hilton Palacio del Rio, is one of the buildings from 1968. But what happened that year? Why people finally decided to come to the Riverwalk after almost 30 years? Well, I don't know, have you ever heard about the World's Fair or World Expo? Feria Mundial de Internacional. We had it here in San Antonio. Over 6 million people were coming to be part of this event. But back then, San Antonio was a very small city, and it wasn't prepared for such a big event. There were not enough hotels for 6 million people. For that reason, is that HB Zachary Company took the challenge of Hilton. It was a challenge because they had less than 1 year to build that almost 500 rooms hotel. Less than 1 year. And And the owner of the company promised that if they didn't finish on time with it, he was going to sell that building for $2.
ഇപ്പോഴും നല്ല സൺലൈറ്റ്
So what do you think? Did he make it on time or he sold it? Some people don't trust him. Some people say he made it well. Believe it or not, he finished in only 7.5 months. 202 working days. How was that even possible? Well, they started building the 4 first floors and the center of the building on that location, but at the same time, they were building the rooms 6 miles away. And after those rooms had plumbing, electricity, carpet, furniture, lamps, TVs, even Bibles, everything on them, with 2 huge cranes, they started lifting the rooms, putting one on top of the other one, like playing Legos. Yes, the guy was playing Legos, that's why Hilton Palacio del Rio is in the Guinness Book of Records. That's fast, 202 working days. But the craziest part of all is that he and his wife were in the first room that was lit. They were on the balcony waving everybody outside while the crane took them to the top of the 5th floor. That's crazy, right? Hilton Palacio del Rio. Also, look at the right side of the boat on the sky. You get to see that the Space Needle looks like a big cupcake on top of a giant churro, right? I'm hungry. That building, Tower of the Americas, was the theme structure for Hemisphere 68 for the World's Fair. That building is 750 feet tall. And the record is one person that taking the stairs went to the top in 5 minutes and 18 seconds. I don't know how is that even possible, right? 5 minutes, 18 seconds is the record since 1981. So I recommend you to go to Tower of the Americas. If you couldn't see it, it's going to be again on the right side. Don't worry, they have an elevator. And also you can enjoy it off each restaurant and bar. Finally, in front of us, we are going to find the Stargazer. That beautiful statue was made by the Mexican artist Pedro Reyes last year and is open to interpretation. I like to say that that is a Native American person holding the lone star because it's something kind of meaningful for San Antonio. Okay? And well, I don't know if you recognize this place, but unfortunately, everything comes to have an end. Yeah. And this will be the end for us. It's not you, it's me. No, I'm just joking. Few directions before we finish, okay? The first one will be to please remain seated as I secure the boat. I'm gonna let you know when you're safe to stand up. Also, look around you, make sure that you don't leave anything behind. If you forget something, you can go later to www.ebay.com. No, I'm just joking. Please make sure that you take all your personal items with you. Also, we have some trash bins for your convenience on your way out. Also, someone is going to be waiting for you in order to show you beautiful packages with the pictures that we're taking before we depart. So I recommend you to check them out. And last but not least, tipping your boat captain for a job well done is allowed, accepted, and very, very much appreciated, of course. I'm going to be leaving my little tip jar on top of my nose. I do also have